If you no kill them, they'll kill you. And if they kill you, they'll go back, go beg God, God will forgive them.
After watching this particular video, you will tell me what do you like about Nigerian soldiers? What do you like about them? Because these people are passing through a lot, and I hope that this boy now is an Igbo boy. So just take moment of your time and listen to him, because he explained everything that is happening to them in the forest. So if you like what I'm doing, do well to follow this page, like, comment, and also share, so that our brothers and sisters can be able to learn from this our brother, because these people are passing through a lot. If they can't tell you, you will not know. So my brothers and sisters, don't make a mistake. Don't make a mistake to go and join Nigerian soldiers, because these people are passing through a lot, and the Nigerian government can never tell you this unless you enter. Please, my fellow Biafrans, do well to share this video, like, comment, and also drop your own opinion in the comment section, because your opinion matters a lot. Our people are passing through a lot. Our people are dying, and government are not doing anything, and we still want to go and join this rubbish. My brother, you are the one delaying yourself. Share this video and share your opinion. One love.
If you no kill them, they'll kill you. And if they kill you, they'll go back, go beg God, God will forgive them. Contactless of you. Soldier man may they do fasting. We won't impress. Because now soldier then kill Jesus. Big in belly, it better pass now outside the warrior. Mustache in belly big, it better pass now outside the warrior. So shop when they are alive fresh. You wear best designer, you know we wear designer inside 6 feet. You know they say and then yes, now I shall smart go.
Wonders shall never end. Just imagine me in the middle of Berlin, Germany, making a video telling everybody that we are partnering with the people who don't want immigrants. We are partnering with the racist organization, that we don't want more immigrants in Germany. That Germany have enough immigrants and we don't want enough. We are okay with our country, Germany, and we don't want more immigrants in Germany. Just imagine me saying this. Now, let's just watch this video of our white brother from Africa, who is not an immigrant. He is an African. Let us watch his video and see how he told Africans to leave Africa.
Organizations like March and March and Operation Dodula, so that the fight against illegal immigration is waged in our country until we win that battle. And we have proposed an amendment to the constitution of our country to say that South Africa cannot belong to all who live in it. South Africa must belong to South Africans.
Wonderful.
We are partners.
Wonderful. A white man is calling Africa his country. And we are not even free to call Europe our country. Even you stay in Europe 1 million years, they will still be speaking English when they see you. They will not speak European languages to you. Because they want you to feel a visitor always. And when they come to Africa, they own Africa. A white man is telling black people that they will leave South Africa. There is nothing I will not hear on this internet. Nothing. I have heard everything. Now, Oyibo, they tell black people we own Africa, that we must leave Africa. That they are partnering with a racist group to kick out Africans from Africa. The Africa that they came, the white people came and divided into pieces and tag us names. This madness must stop. We cannot continue like this. Okay, no problem. We are partnering with, how do they call his name again? The one that wanted to finish all the people from, let me not call their name. We are partnering with him. We have enough foreigners in Germany. Germany is now full of white people. We need to remove some white people from Germany and take them back to where they came from. Germany is for black people only. Thank you very much.
Okwifere, Ndi Igbo that think that they have any shots at Igbo presidency make me laugh. The system in Nigeria was built in a way that no Igbo person can rule. That is why they scattered and divided Igbo people. Igbo people are found in 13 states in Nigeria. Which other major tribe are found in 13 states in this country? They needed to divide us and suppress our political power. When you hear them say an Igbo person can never be president, do you think they are joking? No, they are not joking. They are serious. They are telling you facts. But you think they are joking? They don't want Igbos to rule, but they want us to remain in Nigeria because we contribute to the economy of Nigeria. Let me tell you a fact. Do you know why the Northerners respect the Southwesterners, the Yorubas, more than the Igbos? It is because Southeastern leaders sell their own people. They are sellouts, and they don't see them finish. If Nigeria was a nation, an Igbo person was meant to be the president in 2023 because it is the turn of the Easterners. Let me break it down for you. Nigeria has North, West, East, Middle Belt, South, right? But only the North and the West have been ruling Nigeria for 60 years now. The Hausa, Fulani, and the Yorubas have been the one ruling Nigeria. Goodluck Jonathan happened because Yar'Adua passed away. And when he ran for re-election, people voted him out of sympathy. Out of sympathy they had for Yar'Adua. They didn't even allow Goodluck Jonathan to enjoy his tenure. From one Nsogbu to another Nsogbu. If Nigeria was a real nation, presidency should be by geopolitical zoning. Yes, each geopolitical zones should be producing presidency. For instance, the Southeast will produce eligible candidates, and then the country, the whole country, will vote for their choice. After 6 years, the South will produce eligible candidates. The whole country will vote for their choice. After 6 years, the North will produce eligible candidates. The whole country will vote for their choice. That is how it's meant to be like. Nigeria is not a nation. The system is a failure. Nigeria is a British construct that was bound to fail. The system of Nigeria does not promote inclusivity. Next year election in 2027, the election results will be announced in midnight, same way it happened in 2023. In what world does the president select the INEC chairman? If this country is a nation, the INEC chairman should never come from the same tribe as the presidency. Yes, that is how you create a fair system. Igbo presidency is just an illusion. The system of Nigeria was built to favor only a certain demographic. Yes.
Ndidi kama bokwa for me o. Kita obugoru Anambra Petraki, obozi Igbo men Petraki, obozi Igbo Petraki. Echi no ka ya be Benue State Petraki. Nwane echi ọ ga-abụ Enugu, nke ọzọ ọ ga-abụ Imo or Abia State Petraki. Ọkwa onye nere ga anya nne m ọmagodi na mara mma. Mana ka nne ga anya ma na sense kọrọ gị n'ime. For you to come out, say take camera na generalize, so onye anụkwana dị na Anambra, Chineke na akpọla gị ọkụ. Ọ ya mere ute nọ n'iji dị frustrated. Mmadụ anụkwara dị ka ihe mere nwoke ahụ ji hapụ gị, ka ihe mere nwoke ahụ ji jee n'onye ọzọ. Ara na-agbagbu gị ka ị na-epenti ihu gị, ma na-agwa gị need to maintain. Mmadụ anụkwara dị na Anambra, ị na-generalize, ị na-agụnye ndị ọgọ m. I no understand. Ndị ezigbo ọgọ Chineke nna nyere m o ji gozi ụmụnne m. I no understand. Ndị ezigbo like hapụgodi ndị ọgọ m, ndị ezigbo Anambra men mmagodi n'ụwa. Wait o, ọ bụ na anyị Igbo adịghị gị mma n'ihe na-afụ na anyị Igbo ụmụ nwoke, yes ụmụ nwoke Igbo akwa ifuru ụmụ nwoke Igbo ha nara n'iyi. Nwanne m buru akpa gị na ugwu Hausa, jee nụrụ onye Hausa, jee nụrụ onye Yoruba, adịghị eme gị fọs, ọ bụ iwu na ị ga-abụ onye Igbo. Ọ bụ na culture Igbo sef normally adịghị gị mma nwanne m. Yoruba nwere culture sowe ha, Hausa nwere culture sowe ha, buru ọ bụghị iwu bụ na ị ga-abụ onye Igbo nne m, ọ bụghị iwu bụ na ị ga-anụ onye Igbo, ọ bụ iwu bụ na ị ga-anụ onye Anambra. Izuzugide onye ọbụla zuzugide na nwoke hapụ ya. Ọ pụta osete kamera na discourage others. Chineke ga-akpụ unu ncha niile ọkụ. For me, God will punish all of you. Nwa gị nwere ike ịpụta echiche ọ dị ọ ga-afụ dị ọ bụrụ ihe useless somebody like you cause ya. I don't blame so many of you. Una forget that social media don't forget. Onye sete kamera ọ pụta ama m so ụmụ nwaanyị Igbo na-ezuzu ihe a. ka ahụ anyị hapụ ịkpọ ya ụmụ nwaanyị Igbo ụmụ nwoke ha.
A lot of Africans, like we always do, today's video is very, very interesting. Most of the compilation or the compiled video that we do today are very, very interesting. We will start from the problem of Africa. When we tell you the stage or whatever is going on earth today, that is all about survival of the fit, that for Europe to grow, Africa must suffer. All the problems Africa have been having all along is from Europe, the West. Let's just call it the West because America is involved. You see, it is so shocking that all the bad governance in Africa is caused by the West. All the coups are caused by the West. They sponsor everything. Now there is a short video we're going to hear from our father, this same man that have been teaching us many things about the future. Let us hear the video on how he unveils many things about the West. Let's go.
Purely internal, or were they external influences that were shaping them?
I can tell you straight away because I was not only a full adult, educated adults and well-exposed adults. They were just picking all these soldiers. You do this, you organize this. They themselves did not know what they were doing. I'm telling you, they don't know. It's still the influence. When we got independence in 1960, October 1, then one constitution came out, little thin constitution, I think 1952 or so. That permitted a little bit of self-governance, a little bit of freedom to govern ourselves. The progress Nigeria made between 1955, when Awolowo was premier, Azikiwe was premier, Ahmadu Bello was premier, for good 10 years. Only 10 years, all these Western people, they became panicky. In fact, Western region was giving loan to United Nations. They were doing all sorts of things in world arena. So these people now say, what is happening? That's how you start finding coup upon coup to stop them. It's just to stop that trajectory of the type of development that could have surpassed what all the West could boast of all their time within under 20 to 50 years. So what did they do? In 1963, they brought a republic. I think the Igbo people saw through the whole thing. Then Emeka Ojukwu just announced that he was no longer doing away with them again. That's why we had the Biafra war. And to do that, they know how to manipulate. They know how to manipulate the soldiers. That time, why it was very easy for the Igbo people, they were having 80% of the officers in the army because Yoruba did not join army. Up to now, they are so loath to army and police. It's not an area Yoruba people like. So the Igbo people were having 80% of the total cadre of army officers. So that they were what they used it for, the first coup. Then this big thing they never reckoned with, the Fulani trying to own Nigeria. Yoruba principle is we don't want to go to anywhere. We will not come to you, don't come to us. That's the ruling principle among the Yoruba till now. And that's why the other people, they are finding it a bit difficult to penetrate Yoruba. So all the coups is just to make things go their way. What we're experiencing in the public service now was caused by Murtala Mohammed because the stability of any administration is the civil service. But he came in and started sacking all of them with immediate effect. He was sent to do that assignment. Now, if a minister doesn't ask you to write an appeal, you cannot write it. And you were talking about corruption before. That's the bastion of corruption.
Were military regimes purely internal, or were they...
You see, when we are telling you that Europe is our problem, you will not understand. Now, I have a short other video of the Nigerian military coming up to tell us that Boko Haram, people who have been unaliving people who have unalived and raped millions of people, that we should free them and reintegrate them in our society. This is the kind of policy that Europeans want to us. They want us to live with our enemies, which are the kind of thing that we don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, let us hear this short video from these people.
Talking about Operation Safe Corridor. So many people have asked that question, why do we need to rehabilitate criminals. They all should be killed. Because they kill people. Well, that may make sense. But even in the Bible, we heard about the prodigal son. If there was not that window for the man to come back, would they have come back? So the point is that these are Nigerians, mostly. And it's important for us to give them that window to repent if they want to, rather than pushing them to the extreme to say, okay, it's either we kill you or you continue with the adventure. I think it's important for us to make people understand, especially in the National Assembly, because as we speak now, everything about safe corridor is being driven by defense headquarters. And there's no part of the budget that says, okay, you should run Operation Safe Corridor. So, Honorable there, I'm only speaking to you to understand the importance of Safe Corridor, and that at some point we may come calling for your support.
Now tell me, does it make any sense that people who have been unaliving us, they are repented now, as they claim, and they are now brought back in our society and in our military? Does it make any sense? When we are telling you guys that the system we have today is from our enemies, this is what the Europeans want, the West, this is what they want for us. They want us to be living with people that they have brainwashed to unalive us. These are the people they want to live with us. Does it make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. I have one other video to show you where the terrorists that they have reintegrated already, where they are using their own mouth to tell you how many people they have unalived, to tell you how many people they have raped and women that they have put into madness. It doesn't make any sense. Now let's hear the video of these terrorists.
Normal people around Maiduguri and in the bush. Only in the bush. Only in the bush. What was your age when you started? 10 years. 10 years, starting with the gun. Yes. And the elders, they forced you to kill. Yes, the elders they give them instruction to kill. Wow. Yeah. So this guy, he killed more than 100 people. Yeah. And now he's hopefully on the right path. You needed to burn villages? You even needed to kill children and women like everyone, right? That's how it is. Yes. No, they say the big one, they are married. If they are captured, the ladies.
You see, when we are telling you that the West want only evil thing to happen to us, now rounding up all these videos, we have our own brother, who's known by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He was informing people that these people are coming for us. He was telling us that these people are coming for us, that we should protect ourselves from these people, that they are coming, we should prepare, and we should arm ourselves and wait for them. This is the kind of person that the Nigerian government is against. This is the kind of person that Europeans want to bring down. This is the kind of person that supposed to be in jail like they claim. Somebody who have not unalived one person. It is so sad that somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is today given life prison. It makes no sense for me. Okay, let's hear our great Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kind of judgment Nigeria gave him for just speaking on radio to create awareness, to make sure that we all wake up and be ready for this madness. Let's hear.
The convict to life imprisonment for the third count 1, 4, 5, and 6.
We will always live and respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The impact Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done in our lives is an impact that will never ever leave us. We don't have a country. We have a country that is led by terrorism. People that are in governance today are all terrorists. It makes no sense when people claim that they are Nigerians.